All right, peace to the family. Let's go ahead and get it kicked off, man. We got a quick show. We got a few clips. I ain't got a lot. Let's go ahead and get it started. First thing first, I go ahead and run it. My name is Brandon B. Dixon. NMLS 1541210 is at ME-linnials on all social media. Go ahead, like, subscribe, tell a friend, so on and so forth. At ME-linnials on the YouTube as well. Go ahead and get that going. I got some more content that we about to start dropping starting in 2025. So y'all definitely want to be on the lookout for that. Go to my website, www.applywithb.com. You want to book me for a mortgage, or if you want to go ahead and book me for a consultation, I have my new updated schedule on there for 2025. So go ahead and check that out. Also, you could call me 832-775-8357. You call me 24/7 as long as it's about business. Also, if you want to list, you want to invest, you want to lease, go to www.brandonbdixon.com as well. Don't forget I'm a licensed agent. And last but not least, cocinvestmentclub.com. If you want to join our investment club, you want to mitigate your risk. I just got today, man, 5 brand new off-market properties, and they usually be gone by the time I start looking into them, but people kind of wait until after the holidays. People spending that Christmas money. So now's the time to get some good off-market deals, man. Get at me. CJ.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? CJ, broker owner of Greenwood Realty Group down here in Houston. Give me a follow. Let's connect on social media at CJ Sales Texas. Of course, that's CJSELLSTX. Also, next up is the YouTube channel, CJ the Realtor, where we're showing you some of the highlights on luxury in Houston. We're highlighting and interviewing some of our local business owners, so you know what Houston has to offer, not just Houston, but surrounding areas too. So go on there, subscribe, share, comment, run the numbers up, you know, all that good stuff. And of course, we always are looking to give back with the mentorship program, the Mansa Academy, where we teach our young men knowledge of sales, self-improvement, and entrepreneurship. If you want more information, go check out themansaacademy.org.
Gotcha. Barry B.
Hey, this is Homes by Barry B. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate in Houston and surrounding areas, you can come to homesbybarryb.com, or you can do a pound. You can do a hashtag Homes by Barry B.
Right.
I'm on all social media: YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. You can message me. You can call me 832-786-1270. Call me or text me, and let's talk about your goals for 2025.
Gotcha. All right, cool. So with that being said, man, I wanted to get a lot of clips. I didn't have the time to research it. I've been ripping and running, but I got a few clips in. But I'll start off with something funny. This is one of the funniest clips I've seen, so I gotta play that. But it just go to show you the age, man. We get. I just noticed, man, like that age came up quick. Like I ain't, people I thought was old timers. Nah, I'm one of the old timers. I was looking at something the other day, and they said the Blanche Devereaux from the Golden Girl, she was 41. Like the character she played was 41 on that. And she was, she's Golden Girl. The Golden Girls are in their 40s. So
most of them have been on TV for years before they even got to the Golden Girls.
Right, but the characters was supposed to be they 40-year-old women.
On the Golden Girls?
Yeah.
No, they weren't in their 40s.
Yeah, the mom was like in her 60s or 70s or something like that. But the women, like the youngest one was 41. You know what I mean? And they were Golden Girls. You know what I mean? So that's going to show you, like, we getting up there, like, the 20 years ago. Now it was 2005. That was Katrina. We was just getting, see you in February for the All-Star game, man. That seemed like yesterday.
Yeah, time flies, man. Time
flies.
Look, I remember when they was all crazy and tripping over Y2K.
Right.
Yeah.
I remember it bad. It was like the company I worked for. They was losing their mind that last year.
Right. So
Get
it's
ready
like,
for
man,
for 2K.
so it's like, yeah, that time I just noticed like there's a real big generation gap. Just like with the attitude and like the things we do, and just I wanted to have a show about uh millennials, not millennials, me-linnials. So I heard that just working with this generation and is different. They have a different mind frame and stuff like that. So, but I wanted to let's break the ice here with a little funny clip that I thought was funny. Just kind of showing our age. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and start with this clip, and then we'll go from there. This has nothing to do with anything, but it's funny. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and start with that one.
Well, it went from another site, but they was showing me all the way around set. But they got it mixed up. They gave me these pens. I can't.
Oh, so they gave you the whole. All right. So you said this from Temu?
Gave me that from Temu.
Yeah.
And they gave me this right here, bro. This little small joint.
So like, put the whole suit together though. Put it together right quick.
Hold on.
Oh, shit, that's crazy, bro.
Why you laughing at my stuff? And then they gave me the shoes. And they gave me the shoes.
And then you got
the same thing. Go ahead, look at it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. That's crazy, man. You say you got these from Temu?
Well, it went from another site, so they were showing me the whole Louis Vuitton set. But they got it mixed up. They gave me these.
So, I mean, again,
Temu strikes again.
we different, man. Like, we ain't the same. Like they're not, not like us is the perfect anthem for this year, right? So
That's crazy.
All right, so
I had the whole fit.
right. I mean, the dress and everything is different, man. Like everything is different now, man. It's crazy, man. Like I want to start it off like this. This is a YouTube clip, so this is gonna take me to YouTube right quick. Here we go. But this one right here is what kicked it off, the thought process. We didn't realize all this stuff. Let's go and run this one right here. This is the boom. Can y'all see the screen?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Think about the ages of the founding fathers are on July 4th, 1776.
Let me guess. They're in their 30s.
Some younger.
Really?
Wow. Yeah. Like this is Alex Ohanian's tweet that went out around then, but like there's a list of
James Monroe was 18. Aaron Burr, 20. Alexander Hamilton was 21 years old. James Madison, 25. Thomas Jefferson, 33. John Adams, 40. Paul Revere, 41. George Washington was a ripe old 44. That is insane.
Yeah.
That's in 1776. That's insane. There was an 18-year-old who was one of the founding fathers of this country. Damn.
Yeah, I think
Probably already had kids, already killed a few people.
Yeah.
Wow.
we see it.
Right, so that kind of thought provoking. I'll let y'all go ahead and
I
react
hope
to
that
that.
picture was after he was 18. He looked like that when he was 18.
Had a hard life.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
man.
If you look at this my dad and them generation, they looked a lot older. They rocked their natural. They had the man units back then. They ain't have clippers they could ball them like that, and so they just rocked the natural lining.
He talking about 18. He looked like he was about 70.
Right, so the standards is different now. Like what I mean. So man, this don't forget they ain't have all the spring water and all that. They drunk out the.
That's all they had. All they had was spring water.
Nah, they had river water. They ain't had no spring river water different than spring water. You know what I'm saying? So they drunk out the pond.
Drinking at the creek.
They drinking out that's creek water. They ain't no spring water. A little bit different. But I'll go ahead. Well, let me set up this next clip. I'll go ahead and let y'all react to that. While I set up this next clip, I don't want to lose.
No, it's interesting to have so many different age groups
Right.
Yeah.
collectively.
Yeah, I
making a
would have thought
decision on
most of them
something like that.
were in their 30s and 40s. But yeah, 18, that's crazy. But yeah, I would think 30s and 40s.
But even if you think about like trendsetters or quote unquote revolutionaries, even like in rap and hip hop, they 16, 17. You look at like Wu-Tang, Outkast, like those type Tupac, like they were all real young getting in the game. NWA.
When you said that, yeah, the young are the ones that kind of do that revolutionary stuff.
Yep.
Once you old, you
Shoot.
set in your ways. Then
Hey, Fred
you ain't
Hampton.
looking to change nothing when you get
Right.
old.
Right. Well, the thing I was tripping out of is that these dudes were so young and they started a whole country. They came over here in a foreign place, took it over and started their own country, at that age, and we got people that still living with moms till like 30, couch surfing.
Right. I think that's the benefit of like being around some older cats too.
Right.
Like you young, so you don't know what you don't know. So you got some older, like old heads to put you up on game and avoid some of those pitfalls and mistakes that you probably would have made.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I'm pulling up the next clip. But
look, we're gonna show you how to colonize properly, the right way.
And you gotta remember too, when those founding fathers, people were already over here for about 200 years too. So it wasn't like they just got off the boat and started a country.
Yep.
Well, no, people was over here for tens of thousands of years.
Well, I'm
talking about European.
I mean the ones that came from they came to colonize. Oh yeah, I know it was people here for tens of thousands of years. Yeah.
Right. All right, I got the next one set up. My thing was I was just amazed. I was like y'all. I thought most of them was in their 30s and stuff like that. George Washington was younger than me, and he became the first president at 44.
But wasn't back then the life expectancy a lot less than it is now too?
Right. So
44 was actually old.
Right. So my point is the point of the whole thing is like we got so softer, and so and we don't think like we could start getting responsible to the 30s and 40s. These people was 18, 19, 20, 21,
I mean, but if you think about it, shoot, you an adult at 18.
Right. And like I hear so many people, they 20. Oh, I was young. That's not really young.
Right,
man.
you grown.
Yeah, you grown. Yeah,
Hey, it was folks. Shoot, my mama had me at 20.
Right. So
my dad, he was 21. So it's like,
right, you able to do everything. It's just the mentality. Like you still it's arrested development.
22.
So like we still think childish and we still think kids because the society allows it, and like extended teenage years. Like
it's like they get more coddled now. Like
right. And
don't have to mature as fast.
Right. Also, with the Amish people as well, the Amish people, that's the people that grow the beards, don't use electricity, can't take pictures of their face and all that stuff. They kids only are educated until 13, and then they go to work in the family business. So they educate
so they learn the skills.
Huh?
So they learn the skills early.
Yeah, whatever the skill. If they make furniture, they're furniture makers. If they dog breeders, they dog breeders. If they farmers, they farmers. So you're gonna go in the family business and you're gonna continue the family business. The family business already make money. So like you apprentice under your dad and your uncles and all that. So this is the family business. Whether it's a restaurant, whether it's a general store, and they go there and that's it. That's what they do. And this family is known for this.
Yep. And
they have years and years of perfecting their craft. And what I'm setting up is that this generation kind of don't know this new generation, Generation Z, they kind of just hop in and out. All right, let me just try this. This don't work. This don't try this. It's all about me. Instead of what can I get, what company I can get to, what kind of skills I can bring to the company to build up the company, and and in turn I earn. Is about, hey, what can the company do for me? What benefits y'all got? It's totally switched. So that's what struck me out like that. These people came from a different land, took it over, just because they had an idea, a vision. I don't think we can get a bunch of young people together and just do anything. It's more about what can you do for me? So let me run this Dave Ramsey. I'm gonna play little excerpts of this. I ain't gonna play this whole thing because this thing like 10 minutes. Yeah, I ain't gonna play this whole thing, but let me run this little Dave Ramsey YouTube. But he got a little interesting story as well. Met to working with Generation Z. Boom.
Companies are turning to etiquette training. Nearly half of companies are now using office etiquette training and an additional 18% plan to by the end of next year. That'd be 68%, according to a recent survey of HR managers. While most doing so are offering the training to all employees, the need has been brought to the front burner by managers' frustration with Gen Z employees and college graduates entering the professional workforce. Managers have called those youngest of workers the most difficult to work with because of poor communication skills and lack of much, if any, prior exposure to the workplace environment and what is and isn't acceptable. It also has a hedge against the talent shortage that companies in most industries are still facing. Companies have had to come to terms that they can't keep firing Gen Zers for not behaving in an office. To counteract that, they're having to teach them how to behave. They're training on things such as how to take constructive criticism, how do you give feedback, and how do you accept it. So it really has to do with communications. Another big part is how you dress in the office. What is appropriate attire? Wow. Okay.
Go ahead, pause it. Let y'all get a little reaction in there. Yeah, man, it's the basics hadn't been taught that I've seen. I'm seeing that a lot, man. Like there's a lot of helicopter parenting. And just the dress code. They don't even want, they want to express me. I want to wear what I want to wear to express myself. And it's no, you got these people job. You want to do your thing. You want to, the behavior. They want to stand out and not. I thought stuff that's common sense is not common no more. I don't know if you've seen that. Like common sense, you kind of already know how to conduct yourself, but apparently not no more. No, that hadn't been taught. Like it's getting, I guess, with the TV.
Yeah.
And the YouTube and the fast clips, the social media raising people is like that. They don't know. You don't know what you don't know.
Yep. And one thing, like from a mentorship standpoint, just talking with teachers and school staff. Let's say one thing that's lacking now is like those soft skills.
Right.
Like you sit inside all day. You really don't socialize enough to build that muscle.
That's what.
Like we coming up, we had to learn how to talk to people, be respectful of elders and
right.
older people, and also have some charm.
Right.
So
yeah,
like some of that's not being taught or not being learned
or enforced.
I don't know if it's not being taught or not. They're not picking up on it if they are.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they don't have the they don't, like I say, they don't talk to people.
Right. You got to.
This is they on the electronic devices. They can text like crazy.
Text text full of emojis, no words.
They can text like crazy. They can do all this, but yeah, that face-to-face interaction, they don't have it. because they're on devices all the time.
Shoot,
Right.
face to face. They don't even, like, a lot of people don't even want to even have a phone call, like conversation. Like you said, text. Like it's challenging to find people that even want to pick up the phone and dial the number.
I've seen things where like business owners that don't have like little shops, or not shops, but like cafes or whatever, talk about how people come in, like people in the group will come in, sit down, and boom, get straight on their phone. They'll be texting each other on the phone while you sitting next to them. I'm like, y'all lying? I'm like, what?
Right.
I mean, right next to you, but I'd rather text you than talk to you. You sitting right here.
Right. Another thing is that I want to really dig into is that a lot of them don't have that mental toughness like they, like we had before. Like they quick to get crumbled, quick to get their feelings hurt, quick to get in the ego. The ego's outrageous,
They're getting babied.
Right.
The participation award game.
Right. Let's chime in. Let me hear a little bit more of this clip here. This Dave Ramsey.
Well, I'm not known for being the snappiest of dressers, but I don't wear sweatpants and flip flops. And if you wear your pajamas to work, we'll say something to you at Ramsey. And it might have happened, but not much. The way I answer questions on this is what would I do? So here's what we have done. We've got a building full of Gen Z and millennials, and we actually love them. We think they're the two greatest generations to come along in forever. But what we have laughingly said, and it is actually very true, is there's only two types: excellent and sucks. And so they either are snowflakes that they're helicopter parent, and they've been playing Call of Duty at a great call of irony, a great turn of irony, playing Call of Duty in their mother's basement, and they're useless to the workforce. They're not grown up yet. And they would come to work in their pajamas, and they're, haven't bathed and don't know how to talk nice to other people, don't know how to have a human conversation, because the only way they've ever had a conversation is by text. So those are the ones that suck. We don't hire those. Thus, we don't have etiquette training here, and we don't have how to dress appropriately here. Now, we have had conversations from time to time. A leader will pull someone aside and go, hey, you need to wear more clothes. That don't work here. We don't have a stripper pole. So, we're going to have to work on this. We've had people that, we occasionally, but it's in 30 years of doing this, we've had to have someone sit down and, we've had to pull some young man aside and say, hey, you can't talk to ladies like that. This is not the internet. This is like real life. Somebody will scratch your eyes out, little dude. Man, and besides that, we'll fire you. That's called sexual harassment. You can't do that. You can't act that way. So that's the extent of our etiquette training, and we'll talk to you a couple times about it. And then after that, we're going to let someone else have you as a problem. So, but the ones that we hire, that's such a rare occasion, because so what I'm saying is yes, this might be a problem with some portions of Gen Z, because honestly, they've been raised with a magic wand in their hand, and they do all of their communication on this magic wand, and they push a button and crap shows up on your front porch. And we don't have this, and we have the power of the entire world in our palm. We have all of the world's knowledge in our palm. And so and this is native to the way they think and act. And so this is a generation that wasn't taught to look someone in the eye if you're going to break up after dating for 6 months. Instead, they send a text.
Right. So I go ahead and let y'all react to that while I set up the next clip. But, you get the gist of it. That's a good.
Well, you know what? The one main thing he said is we don't hire them.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So you can't be hiring over the internet and all that. Hey, bring them in, have an interview, sit them face to face. You'll find all that out real quick. Right. You'll find out they can't hide it.
Right. Well, they might put on for put on for the interview. So you got to have several interview process. I see why the interview process is, 3-4
Yeah.
times.
Different interviews with different people in there.
Yeah, sit in. Let's have a sit-in day. Sit in. Let me see how you interact. That type of stuff. Can you see yourself doing this? So like you got to be very cautious because it's like you said, it's either two kinds. It's really very seldomly in between. It's like either you good or you suck. So
And really, you really can't blame them. It's the people that raised them.
right. So a lot of them, that's our kids. Actually, Gen Z is like a little bit younger than my daughter. So like I thought I had a tough time with my daughter. Like this generation right behind her is like even, don't forget that the 18-year-olds right now that's turning 18 this year coming up was born in 2007. That's when Vegas, Vegas first had their All-Star game. Yeah. So they grow, the people that was born in 2007 are adults now.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? So that's how young they are. So it's a different ball game, So they were raised they with social media. They had YouTube when they was born. The Facebook is, they don't know anything besides rapid fire. So again, you had already had Google, so it's like it's a different ball game,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, and like I said that he didn't have to talk to him about this or how to dress and all that. When I was first coming out, my first job, they had dress codes. This is how you had to dress. I don't give a damn how you feel about it.
Right.
You want to work here, this is how you want to dress.
Right. And then that's the thing I'm seeing, like it's you almost scared to tell them something, like, and it's so they're so sensitive. They're so, they gonna break.
Participation awards.
Yeah, it's like they gonna fold. It's like, there's no
can't take criticism.
There's no grit. There's no tenacity. It's all like
give it to me. Given. That's why.
Yeah, give it to me, or I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
So you can't. That's kind of what's going on right now. Oh man, TJ say no arguments today, right? Hey man, I don't argue, man. I think some people just be arguing just to try to argue. Like, man, I don't think a lot of stuff. I'm noticing. I replayed that last episode last week. I'm like, man, I think people be knowing it makes sense. It just argue to argue. You know what I'm saying? So you'll see you'll see the difference. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead to this next clip. Boom. This is another element that we got to deal with today. Let's point it a little bit more towards real estate now. Let's check this out.
Is this Steve?
Hello? Who is this?
Hello, Steve. This is Rania from Boulevard Properties. Am I catching you at a good time?
Wow. I guess. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Boulevard Properties here in Dubai. I just received your details from our marketing team, and I see you recently clicked on, our ad regarding Dubai real estate investment. I'm reaching out to verify the details you submitted. Would that be all right? Great. I just want to confirm a few details. You mentioned you're looking for a 4-bedroom apartment. Is that still the case?
Yeah. That's
perfect. True. Perfect. And are you also looking for an off-plan property? No worries at all. The call can easily be done via Zoom, so you can join from wherever you are. Just let me know a time that works for you, and I'll arrange it for you. What do you think?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Okay, can we do tomorrow afternoon?
Absolutely. How about 2 p.m. tomorrow? Does that work for you?
Yeah, perfect.
Click down below if you want to build your own AI and scale your business with advanced technology.
Yeah, so this is another thing that's coming in to play that's going to narrow the actual job field. AI is going to take a lot of people's jobs. All these call center people, all these low skill or no skill jobs, is gonna, y'all gonna have to eventually step y'all game up and actually get better at stuff because of AI is coming for a lot of people's jobs. You know what I mean? So I'll let y'all go ahead and react to that. That clip, just to fill everybody in on that clip. That wasn't the real person. That
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they do it now. Yeah, I get advertisements right now from places that do AI with real estate.
Right.
Yeah, they've been doing this for a minute, and now
yeah.
They are. I've seen another one. They'll take your voice and do it.
Right.
They can
take
the image.
They get your voice, your inflections, and all that, and then and they already got the scripts and everything, and they making the calls and doing all that.
Yep. So not just like call center jobs, like virtual assistants and like ISAs, like these, like AI is smart. You can teach them how to handle objections, everything. So if you're looking for like inside sales agents, people to hit the phones, you got AI for that now.
Right. So a lot of jobs that's phone based, inside sales based. I even know this company now, like they starting the high end sales are starting to use AI to set up the appointments, and instead of just walk in traffic, now you got an appointment. You let the AI set up the appointment, and then they come in and let the salesman close them. So so you gonna have to have medium, moderate to high skills now in order to have more of these soft skill jobs. Unless you're
and you need to learn how to use AI.
Right. Or you got to learn how to program AI. Tell it what to say.
And they really much program. You just got to learn how to use it.
Right.
Use the right prompts and everything, because the program is done.
Right. And it is growing, it's learning. As the database get better, it's gonna get better and better exponentially because it's not human. There's no learning curve. It's they gotta actually contain it because eventually it's gonna get smarter than us. It's already smarter than us.
I already told you that. I told you that we were talking about machines back before.
Yeah. So
they program them to learn. So they learning and learning.
I looked at McDonald's the other day. I was on the road this weekend, and I this first time in a minute I've stopped at McDonald's because you want, when you're on the road you want something familiar.
You crazy,
huh?
You crazy.
Hey, I had to get I was either that or fall asleep on the road. I had to get a breakfast sandwich or something, so I had to get one of the biscuits. But I noticed they don't have any live cashiers in there anymore.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they got
they got those kiosks. I've seen the kiosks.
Yeah, they got a kiosk machine. You pay and everything like that, and all they do is they got a woman that hang your food.
No, okay. Yeah, the ones I've seen, they have the kiosks, but they still have the counters with people working the counters. You can do it either way.
Right now, this one has had you know.
In a minute, you won't need the person to hang you the food.
Yeah, they're gonna have a robot hanging you the food. So with that being said, they got the cooks back there, so all of these no skill jobs, man, are gonna disappear here soon. So my point of what the tying this together, and I got one more clip to kind of prove this point, is that a lot of people that refuse to get better at stuff, refuse to step up their skill, the gap gonna get bigger and bigger. You're either gonna be rich or you're gonna be poor because the middle class is gonna be done. You're either gonna be on one side or the other. Like we're not gonna need these jobs anymore.
Yeah.
Let me play this one clip, one more clip to kind of on the AI tip, and then kind of show you what I'm talking about. And boom, let's go with this. Check this out.
Ever be able to trust anything you see online ever again. What you're looking at right now is a McDonald's commercial, and nothing about it is real. It was entirely generated by AI using a single prompt. Create a realistic ad for McDonald's breakfast menu. Show close-up shots of freshly brewed coffee and a perfectly assembled Egg McMuffin with melted cheese.
Hot, fresh coffee to jumpstart your morning, and the iconic Egg McMuffin. Melted cheese, savory bacon, and a fluffy egg stacked to perfection.
Change the voice over to my voice. Whether you're on the go or catching up with friends, McDonald's has everything you need to fuel your morning. This is NVIDIA V 3.0, a massive upgrade that takes all the other AI video generators out of business. You can try NVIDIA AI for free, but if you want to use their generative media, the plans start as low as $28 a month. You won't ever.
So damn, for $28 a month, you know how many jobs I just took out? Remember, the shoot a commercial. I had actors. I used to have to get the cameras, the lights. I used to have to get pay for the location, the set director. Then the numerous takes. All right, say that again.
Right.
You got to pay for the editor. So now for $28 a month, I could program this, tell it what to say, put my voice on there. So you know how many people, all these people that want to be, I'm a director. You're gonna be out of a job soon.
Yep.
You're not gonna be able to do it. I'm a photographer. You're not gonna need that no more.
Right. Yeah.
You're
Like
be able to upload your picture and the AI generate, put me in a suit. Boom. You're automatically in the suit. So all these photographers and all these directors, they're gonna be out of a job soon. And then let's take it a step further. All you influencers, I'm gonna be an influencer. I was saying about 5 more years, everything on the internet gonna be computers. The influencer is gonna be an AI personality. You know what I'm saying? Everything.
Even like the music industry, like AI is making beats.
Right.
You can have one rapping, tell it to sound like Kendrick Lamar or somebody.
Right. Pop, everything. So actors. I'm gonna be an actor now. Everything gonna be AI. I don't have to pay y'all. There's not multiple takes. I ain't got to get you M&Ms in your dressing room. Everything computerized.
Yep.
So all these
don't have to deal with no attitudes, nothing.
Yeah, all these artsy fartsy people. I'm gonna be a fashion model. I'm gonna be this. I'm gonna be that. Pretty soon it'll be all computerized. Now what you gonna do? I'll let y'all go ahead and react to that.
No, it's coming. It's come. Well, a lot of it is here. A lot of stuff that we see now is already AI generated.
Yep.
Right.
We just can't tell.
Right.
That's the real good ones when you can't tell that it's AI.
Yep.
I mean, I've seen videos where they try to do voiceovers, and you can kind of tell, that's not because the words aren't matching up with the lips.
Yeah.
But I've seen those. But it's gonna get better and better. Where you won't even be able to tell.
Well, that was the beta stage of stuff. It's rapidly increasing and improving.
Oh yeah. That's why it's learning. That's why it's AI. It's learning.
Yeah.
That's why I told you before. It's gonna be the rise up.
Right. All those graphic designers and all that stuff we used to pay all that money
it's
for.
Gonna be terminated in a minute.
Man, back when the people that's turning 18, back in 2007, man, we used to pay $300 for a mixtape cover. You know what I mean? We used to pay
for a mixtape. What?
For a mixtape cover to do the artwork.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you used to pay $300. Now I could just go on AI. Hey, I want to put my face on the back of a Bentley. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna make a picture in like 30 seconds. All them vids on my show, on like all the vids, I put it take like 10 seconds to like select the clip, and the AI generate everything. And then I got
I told you about this one company. I think it's called Opus. You give them a video, and they'll break it into 10 different little videos for social media.
Well, StreamYard got that. StreamYard, that's what they'll break down the clip. They'll watch this whole video, this whole live, and then break it down in clips for you. I was tripping out on like these dudes. I mean, how would they get these thumbnails from them? Like, that's a program. Like even the thumbnails is a program. It's an AI program.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So like all this graphics designer stuff, all of the graphic designers making $100,000 a year plus. You could be a graphic designer. That's gone. Studio engineer. That's gone. So you could go to. I think you could get a degree and be a sound engineer, right? Back in the day, CJ will probably know about that. Ain't that the degree?
A what engineer?
Sound engineer.
Electrical.
Yeah, I think
I
under
like the sound
like
where you
media
know,
and all
Yeah,
that.
sound. That's all audio.
Yeah.
audio engineer. But that's gonna be gone too. Your AI gonna be mixing you down.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Running through the program. All right,
Man,
boom.
hold on. I found this dude. I'm about to show this real quick. It's a dude on Instagram, and he is a comedian, but he makes songs using AI.
Right.
Hold on, I'm gonna share this real quick. It's crazy.
Upload feature on Suno. So I'm very inspired by the Timberlands, where he was taking the pencils, popping the cups.
I finished making a beat out of a plastic cup and pencil. A plastic cup and pencils? Yeah.
So I longboard, and I recorded myself longboarding. I uploaded the sound to Suno. Check this out. This is the original. I think that's
So this dude is the guy that everybody is like when it was the whole Kendrick and Drake beef was out.
Right.
And he came out with that song BBL Drizzy.
Right.
Yeah.
That was that dude. And it's all
yeah,
AI.
yeah. Because what that song was like older, right? And he just
So he made it sound like that.
Oh, he made it sound older. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
he can tell the software give it an R&B vibe from the 70s or like 80s, 90s pop, whatever, and and it'll do it.
Right. I've been seeing those reels and stuff like that. With the different sound, they you know everything from Young Jeezy and everything like that. But it's gonna be real soon that you're gonna have a total AI generated character that never was real, and then this concert is gonna be holograms.
Yep.
They might not even do concerts.
Right. So DJ said, yeah, HVAC tech, that's good. Because one thing that I've seen recently is a lot of computer science majors either just graduated or about to graduate, and there's no jobs out there.
Right.
Not one.
Also, he said he feel bad for people that's chasing college degrees in 2025 and beyond. Yeah, I mean, unless you STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math.
It depends on the STEM too, because there's some engineers about to be out of here too.
Right. So you gotta look forward the next 10 to 20 years on what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
Real estate, you gotta get it right.
Get a trade.
Yeah, real estate.
Something that you use your hands.
Right. Our profession is mostly networking and lead gen. You know what I mean? So, because you're still not gonna be able to AI get you in the door. But they're still gonna want to have somebody to go to and
that's
talk with and laugh. That knows the kids play basketball in the summer and all that stuff there. That's still not going. So high-end sales and relationship selling is still gonna be there.
Yeah,
it's a relationship business.
It's gonna look a little different too, though.
Right. So that's gonna be there. So I would say everything is gonna have higher skills.
Yep.
It's coming.
This is the season of pivot. If you're not in one of those positions where you gonna make it,
right?
It's time to
pivot right now.
We said be like water.
Right. Time to pivot right now because unless you're gonna be a bartender, I think bartender gonna last a little while because it's still somebody gonna talk to a human until they come up with the robots.
That's coming. One of my friends has got a robot bartending service that they got a prototype they're working on right now.
Right. Well, the thing with the bartender is people want to tell you their problems when they're drinking.
That's kind of out the window. That's kind of gone too.
I don't know.
People go to the bar, but the bartender's so busy they ain't talking to the bartender.
They mingling.
Yeah, they mixing and mingling, so they ain't even the bartender no more.
Right. So Yeah, you gotta think the world is changing, man. The world
Yeah.
is changing. You know, everybody meeting a significant other through an app.
Yep.
You know, so it's. I was out of town this weekend. I was in Tyler, Texas, and attached to the hotel was a bar and restaurant, like a steak restaurant, steakhouse or whatever. And I'm looking in there, and like the bar, everybody's sitting to themselves, like two seat. You know what I mean? There was no interaction. I'm like, man, what kind of? I was like, everybody on their phone. I'm like, man, you could have stayed at home for this.
Hey, I went to a ribbon cutting ceremony for a company a robotics company.
Right.
And I'm gonna share this real quick. Like even waitresses is about to be out of there.
Right. That's cool.
They got machines going through with
Yeah,
sensors.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw something like that.
And this thing sit here and will spit out all kind of information and just have a conversation with you.
Right.
So it's already here.
Well, you're gonna need somebody to service them things. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you got to pivot to either learn how to utilize AI or do things where people gonna need you.
Right.
Or learn how to work on these things.
Right. So
that's the thing too. Learn how to work on them.
Basically, TJ said they're laying off cybersecurity people. I was shocked. I mean, it's getting saturated.
Yeah, everybody jumping in.
Everybody jumping in that same thing. So you got to pivot to something else. I think HVAC, carpentry, roofing, something with your hands. If you want to be a grunt, it got to be manual labor. Meaning,
Well, shoot, and it depends because I've seen robots painting inside of houses now. So
I think that's a far way off. You know what I mean? Because
bro, I seen it. I already seen it.
What, robots painting houses?
The interior. Yep.
Oh yeah, I saw a thing where they showed a robot doing painting. Yeah.
So yeah, it
Painting the
depends.
house. He was on
it
the
ain't every
outside.
trade. Be very specific and particular and intentional on the trade you're going to if you're going in the trade.
I'm skeptical of that because the robot, first of all, this the energy. Like when you're doing manual labor, I think we talked about this before. When you're doing manual labor like that, what kind of battery that thing gonna have to do all of that stuff? And then you're gonna have to change. The thing about a Tesla is you drive. All you're doing is driving. All it is something that's pushing the thing forward. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Robots, you pivot in and all that. So a Tesla only get 300 miles.
But it's carrying all that weight. It's running all these electronics. So,
but
and it can get you and it can get you 400 miles. A robot that's
able to go up and see like the different nooks and crannies because every house is gonna be different. Every house, this might have a rock right here. This one have a little crack right here. So it's gonna be.
It ain't gonna care about that. It's all about just the angles. It's all math. So once it get the angles and and then the pressure that it needs to apply the paint, it's just gonna spray it. Like the robot, it's a robot that I saw. They also clean commercial spaces. They'll go out, they'll scan the space to get the dimensions, and once it does that, it knows where to go. And then when it's done, it goes back and charges itself.
Right, but how long? How long do you get that before you got to charge? When you constantly charge, because that's the thing. I was gonna go electric till I found out how long you got to charge that thing.
Yeah, I can't sit there and wait on no charge.
Yeah, so that's gonna be the thing. Like,
but you have to think also that as technology gets better, it won't be as long.
Right, but I'm saying the batteries. I'm thinking it's gonna be far from that. Manual labor is gonna be far from that because of just the sheer power. Play. It's gonna be the power is gonna be the thing.
Man, and even look at the machines they got out there making the 3D printed houses.
Right.
Like
that's not a robot. That's
it's
that's
dropping
like
concrete.
Right, but that's like the industrial type thing. I'm talking about the individual units coming in, and somebody like a contractor could buy one of them. Man, that's gonna be so far.
Nah, they doing it already.
2040.
They doing it already.
We're talking 2040 for that. I would say if you want to eat right now, that would be something safe, something with your hands.
You better go do your research before you say 2040. That's 2024.
You think you're gonna have something? First of all, the affordability. Think about it. All right, so Elon right now got these robots that all they do is keep you company and do little household chores. They're supposed to be 20 bands coming out next year.
Let me find it. I'm with
you know what I mean. So
believe what I'm saying.
How long before you think an industrial robot come out that's gonna be affordable to Jose that's got a contracting business? That's
affordable to who?
So the one that's coming out next is supposed to be 18 bands.
Yeah, but if you're a builder, you got the money to get one, and plus you can run that sucker. You ain't got to run him, but you can run that sucker all day.
You got
you got to worry about brakes and all of that.
You got
going to the bathroom.
Well, I'm talking about the common subcontractor, the small guy.
Oh, subcontractor? No, not right now. But I'm talking about builders.
Man, this video is 4 years old.
Right.
And once it gets those angles, once it gets that math down and angles, it's over. That's it.
Right, but what's powering that thing?
A battery.
For how long? That's my point. Let's see battery operate for how long?
You see how quick it just did that?
So you don't need it. You don't need it to be power long.
You don't need that much battery, bro.
Yeah.
That's time elapse.
Yeah, but it ain't that much elapsed time.
You still need men to get that. How you gonna get that thing upstairs? You see what I'm saying? You gonna still need men to put it upstairs? Or?
Oh yeah, you still but now instead of a whole crew, you can get 1 or 2 people.
Right. Yeah, this don't take no lunch breaks. This thing will work 24 hours if you need it to.
Yeah, but you got to switch that battery out.
Man, I don't believe that battery is going to be that much of a drain to do some walls.
It ain't going out in 20 minutes.
I think you're thinking about cell phone batteries when you talk about batteries.
Well, I'm thinking about cell phone ain't really doing that. This is just data, but I'm talking about that thing moving and pivoting. That it can't last that long. I got to see how long one charge, how long that's gonna last. Yeah. And then there's enough to do a whole job. Is that one room? All right, then I got to charge that thing again. Because
like that thing will knock out the downstairs probably 2 hours in. Take that.
I know some crews. I know Jose never could knock that thing out in 2 hours.
Man, and
but they can only work certain hours and all of that.
Hey, hey Barry, we done bought plenty of houses where it's a whole bunch of mistakes on this paint. Even though they knocked it out in that 2 hours too.
Right. Yeah. Got Corey said you rather late than never. You know what I'm saying?
That's my motto, baby. That's what I live by.
Right. My man TJ said I was telling my 19-year-old cousin to go and get a trade with his mind stuck on partying and women. I was there at that age. I want brothers to focus on getting skills instead of playing. Yeah, I mean, I think I said this before on the podcast. Yeah, a lot of people, it's their first taste of freedom when you ain't got mama looking over you, and they looking at that. They're looking at 2 or 3 years of quote unquote freedom, and they want the experience. And you got to weigh, is it the experience worth that time in your life? At the beginning of the hour, we played these founding fathers, 18, 21 years old. Some of them they was a little bit more intentional. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So let me go ahead and set up this next clip. Hold on a second.
And that's the thing too, TJ. Like where you are, you probably light years ahead of your peers. And 10 years down the road, they're gonna see where you at with your level of success, and then you're either gonna have somebody
said, if you put the bananas in money, the monkeys will choose bananas. Because the monkeys don't know that money can buy a lot of bananas. In fact, if you offer work and business to people, they will choose to work. Because most people don't know that a business can make more money than a salary. One of the reasons the poor are poor is because the poor are not trained to recognize the entrepreneurial opportunity. They spend a lot of time in school, and what they learn in school is to work for a salary instead of working for themselves. Profit is better than wages, because wages can support you, but profits can make you a fortune. What's your opinion?
Gotcha. I'll let y'all
guns and butter, baby.
Let y'all go and react to that while I set up the next one.
Yeah.
we talk about it all the time. You know what I'm saying? You know, most people have that mindset where, you know what I'm saying, they're trained from a young age to actually, you know what I'm saying, just go out, you go to school, you get a degree, and then you go work the 9 to 5. And then, you know what I'm saying, you save, hopefully you save up enough money to where, you know what I'm saying, your money don't run out before you die. That's it. It's the consistent cycle. Now, even though they failed a lot of the baby boomers and a lot of the older generations, it's still something that we kind of live by, which is very unfortunate. So, you know what I'm saying, the more risk that you take, the more educated risk that you take, the more opportunity you have to provide a better life for yourself. Not just essentially living somebody else's dream or help somebody else live their dream.
Well, I mean, the whole school system was created by Ford. So he created the school system so he can have more workers. I mean, that's what it's created for, to have workers.
That's it.
And you gotta have that concept and be okay with having delayed gratification, because this instant money, instant success, instant fame is a lie. It ain't real.
Right.
So you gotta have it in your mind, like, I got to grind now, so I don't have to later.
Right. My man, Explosive Fit, man or woman said, profit all day. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the whole thing about owning your own business, that you don't once you develop it, you can make money while you sleep.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's the whole thing also, is people don't want to wait. That's why credit is so big. They want it now. They don't want to wait.
Right. Well, this is now you see the undertone of
back in the day when you wanted to buy something, you had to save for it.
Right.
And if it took you a year to save for it, then it's gonna take you a year.
Then that came with the layaway.
Oh yeah, layaway. Hey, that came on the layaway. Don't knock it.
You go to the store, look at it every weekend, like, I'm gonna get you in a few weeks.
Right.
Wait till that next paycheck come through. I'm gonna come get you.
Layaway went away with the store card that replaced the layaway.
Yep.
Macy's card, the Dillard card, the JC
don't pay this interest, you can take it home now.
Mm-hmm. Now, the underlying tone is that what we try to express to people right now in this particular episode is that we started off with the first clip talking about how, these young people founded this country. They took the leap of faith and was serious at a younger age. Secondly, we kind of showed like how millennials and zillennials, actually Generation Z, having a hard time adjusting to the work environment. They have to teach etiquette, how to behave and how to act and stuff, because I guess they didn't get that, they wasn't taught at home. So now we're seeing Dave Ramsey said like he don't hire those. They either got two. It's polarizing with that particular generation. Is either they good or they bad. They either great or they suck. So we then pivoted a little bit to you see AI is taking over a lot of these jobs. So if you in that generation now that just turned 18, was 2007. I was as All-Star in Vegas in 2007. You know what I mean? That generation right now, they got to get serious. It's like a lot of these jobs that we could fall back on, greeters, and you could at least survive. It ain't surviving no more. The math not mathing.
Right.
So call center job where you could at least have have a job that be functional as an adult. That's not gonna happen no more. All these jobs are gonna fall by the wayside. Even some of these high end jobs like graphic designer and a lot of people want to be influencers. All that's gonna fall by the wayside. So now you got to get skilled up to something that's gonna be in demand later on, and you got to get something that's gonna be recession and bulletproof. That's not gonna be a dinosaur in 5 years.
Yeah, because when we was coming up, we had to think 5-10 years in the future. They got to think 10-20, because
the
way technology is advancing. And somebody I was talking to made the correlation, like, look at 1900 to 2000, we made some good advancements.
Right, a lot
look
of
look at 2000 to 2024 and how crazy it's jumped.
Right.
Like it's just only going to get faster and faster. So
connection.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So whatever
About a
you're
year.
working on, you better look and see. All right, is this going to even be something, still something in 20 years or not?
Right. Because you're
It's
looking
gonna
at
be something in 2 years.
turn of the century. You know, you had that they still was washing your clothes on a little washboard and then hanging them on a clothesline. Then you got you got
We was just getting cars. We was just getting cars. Now they driving themselves.
Just getting cars. Now you got flying cars. So that's still 100 years. So 100 years from now, no telling. You know. So, but just for your, and then I also want to couple with that, like, hey, it wasn't that long ago. It looked like I was just, 20-something years old, like yesterday. It feels like just that fast. We were thinking this. We were in y'all seat. So you don't want to sit there and wait, all right, and try to figure out how to get my life together. You need to figure out now. Start learning these skills now. I didn't really start. I had the entrepreneurial spirit, but I didn't really start fine tuning mine until the 30s, and I really started hitting the skin off the baseball in the late 30s and the 40s. So, I still had still made a whole bunch of money in my 20s, but I made it and lost it. You know what I'm saying? So made it and keep it is two different things.
Yeah, they said making it easy, keeping it is the hard part.
Yeah, that's why I say I just learned how to make it and keep it in the 30s and in the 40s. My man, Explosive Fist, I was just saying my motto now is if you're tired of working, then work harder. It's a fact, It's a fact. My man TJ said, just imagine 2040 when robots walking around. Exactly. So
he gonna be our age.
Yeah, our age in about 20 years, and then look at I'm tripping out. Like, man, we had in 2007, we were styling with these little Sprint phones. This was right before the iPhone came out. Don't forget the iPhone came out in 2007.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that February, I had one of those Sprint phones. I used to hate it because damn near it was smaller than a BlackBerry, but you damn near had to type like a little, like a little. It had the keyboard.
I had the Palm Pilot.
Yeah,
I like that.
BlackBerry and all
you can type on it and all of that.
Hey, who had a sidekick? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Look,
right.
Really take that thing back.
Yeah, that was state of the art back then. So think about 20 years from now, when you are our age, how things are going to be advanced. And I couldn't fathom, social media. It was just at the beginning stages. I knew one girl that met her husband online, and everybody talked about her. Like, man, she met her husband online.
She met on Black Planet, then MySpace.
Right. So this is in 20 years. 20 years, so think about what's going to happen in the next 20 years. So you gotta be mindful of that when you're making your decisions. That's what this is about. You know what I mean? Let's run this next clip.
Yeah, this technology is here to stay, though, bro.
Right. Yeah, that ain't
going nowhere. It's just gonna get more advanced.
Yep.
Not to announce good news until everything is sealed, because early announcements attract evil spirits. Silence allows your blessings to grow undisturbed, while speaking too soon invites unnecessary attention and interference. Nurture your plans quietly until they are ready to flourish. Not all listeners celebrate your victories, and some may unconsciously or intentionally bring negativity to what has not yet matured. Patience and discretion are powerful allies in a world where not all eyes see with kindness, and not all words are free of envy. Protect the seeds of your ambitions, for they are delicate in their infancy. Speak only when the roots are deep and the foundation strong, for by then, no storm of doubt or ill will can uproot them. Remember, even the sun does not reveal its light all at once, but rises slowly, building strength as it ascends. In the same way, let your success grow in silence, revealed only when it shines bright enough to stand unshaken. Keep your joy sacred, for what is treasured in quiet grows in abundance, while what is exposed too soon risks being trampled by forces unseen. The mission of Brave Mind is to inspire and improve people's lives. Join us on our journey by following the community. Teach.
Well, I'll let y'all go and react to that while I set the next one.
No, I think that's real. I think though, you should have a circle of like accountability partners, like a handful of people that you go to and y'all all bounce ideas off each other and hold each other accountable. Now I understand, telling them about it, but I wouldn't be blasting it to the public. Like whatever you're working on, especially if it's something big, yeah, hold on to it and get it up and going before them haters get to it.
I'm kind of torn in between, the feeling on this right here, because I do feel like, talking and telling people kind of holds you accountable. Because the last thing that you want to do is, tell somebody your plans, and then they turn around and come back 2 or 3 weeks down the line and you ain't did shit to obtain that plan. So I feel like, telling people in some respect actually keeps you accountable and keeps you moving forward. But the other thing is this too, is that, it all boils down to execution at the end of the day. You hear people, not only me, but everybody hear people all the time. Oh man, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. Man, I'm going to get me an old school, man. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to have this $1 million business, man. I'm going to show y'all, da-da-da-da-da. We've all had those people inside the circle, that has been nothing but talk. They always talk about what they're going to do, what's going to happen, but nothing ever happens. So, I do feel like execution talks louder than anything that comes out of your mouth anyway. So I think different strokes, different folks, but what kind of helps you move along, but don't be one of those blabbermouths just talk all the time about I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And 100 ideas down the road, you still ain't did nothing. Mm-hmm. You still ain't did not one. Mm-hmm. At least execute something.
Watch the people that's around you. You don't have those kind of people around you that's either going to be negative or whatever. And yeah, you don't want to tell them, but those that are solid, you can let them know what's going on. And like you say, they hold you accountable, Mm-hmm. But I do believe you can't tell everybody everything. So you got to watch who you tell.
Gotcha.
If you 40 years old, you ought to know by now who you can tell stuff to and who you can't.
Well, before I read the comments, I want to go ahead and get into this a little bit. I got a little bit of a personal experience on this. Like, I kind of definitely, I was at one point neutral. I was on, more on how Corey's seen it at one point, but now I'm kind of feeling what they're saying as far as like just keeping it silent, just showing it. Because I've done both. I've just popped up, bam, like how you get that? It's more powerful than, all right, yeah, I got this, and what you're doing is actually wanting to get some of that gratification by their reaction, and kind of seeing, oh, that's a good idea, and you want to get them endorphins going before like you even do it, so, and you kind of stealing, yeah, they can hold you accountable, but how many people do? Most people just gonna sit back and wait and see, and it's really yourself trying to prove them wrong is the motivation, not them. Hey, what happened? It's really this ego thing. All right, I'm gonna show you. So it's how many? I hadn't had many people that, hey man, let me help you get to your goal. They're gonna just sit back and wait and see, like this here. All right, man, I thought you were gonna do this, this, and this. They ain't doing nothing with helping you. So I had.
That's why you gotta have some real ones,
right? So I mean, I just most of the time you had that free throw line by yourself. You gotta sit there and make that free throw. You gotta take that 1,000 hours, tens of thousands of hours to practice your craft, and nobody gonna help you shoot them free throws. You know what I mean? So you can say, I'm gonna get good at it, but at the end of the day, they're gonna be like this, looking at you make that shot.
Just waiting for you to miss.
Just waiting for you. If you miss it, so you at the line. As far as the unseen forces, that's a real thing too. Just do it. I just saying that just works best. Just do it. Just pop out. And all right, bam. And it's there. Unless they're gonna directly help you with that, I don't see the benefit. Again, my thing is at this age, the juice got to be worth the squeeze. Is it work for me to tell you? Nah, all I'm doing is kind of cheating myself, trying to get some of the reaction early. Just do it and get the real reaction.
Well, that's why I say, like, get some real ones, because you can even say I'm doing this. They may have an idea or a concept that you might not even thought of that'll either help you with efficiency, productivity, or even kind of change what you needed to do to get to market faster.
Right.
But that's why I'm saying you got to have the right people that you're talking to in your corner on the accountability side.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's what
sounds good, but does it happen like that now? People go, oh, really? Okay, I got you. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But you talk about earlier.
But that's what I say. You got to watch who you have around you.
It's
If you're 40 years
to
old,
find the real ones. It's up to you
if
to
you
find
40,
the real
40
ones
years
and be
old, you
around
still
them.
got them kind of people around you. You got to look at yourself.
Right.
But you got to realize though, most people not gonna help you finance your dreams, and not
They don't
gonna
need to help you finance. Ain't nobody need to help you finance it.
Well, most people.
It ain't accountability.
I wasn't finished. Most people not. If your vision is your vision, so a lot of people, just based on my experience, not gonna really see your vision, and then you can't expect anybody to help it. Based on my experience, I just seen that it just do it. And it just works out better.
But that's what I'm saying. By this, you say you have the experience to know that. Well, in your years, you should know. I can't go to Joe and tell Joe was about. I want to start this. I want to do this. I can't go to Billy and say this. You should know that by now.
Right, definitely. I've said.
But I know I can go.
I
can go over there to Sam. Sam, I know I can. If I say something to Sam, he'll be down and he might encourage me.
Yeah, everybody got somebody in their crew, in their circle. You understand who they are. They just all who they are. But you know what I'm saying, you mess with them because y'all been rocking for a while. Because you know what I'm saying, they do have positive qualities. But you know those pessimistic people in your circle, and you know those optimistic people in your circle. Those optimistic people is the one that you want to talk to. Oh man, that's a great idea, man. You know what I'm saying? What about such and such and such? You know what I'm saying? I can help do such and such and such, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be your essentially first cheerleaders as you go along on that process. But you know what I'm saying, everybody in their circle know who they can tell and who they can't. Like, it ain't no secret.
Yeah, and if there's somebody like that, I ain't trying to be around them nowhere.
There you go, right there. Somebody that's always negative or something.
Well, it's not necessarily negative. A lot of people neutral.
And a lot of people scared too.
Yeah,
and it ain't like they negative. They just
know that. You should know that also by now.
It ain't no neutral. If you with me, you with me. If you're not, you're not. It ain't no in between.
This is turning into a real conversation. Like, so if I don't see you, that I was always told, if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. My thing is, if I feel you, I'll support you, but I don't see it. If that's being not with you,
how they gonna support you?
Once you do it, I'll break bread. I'll be the first to buy one or whatever.
All right, well, you going over there? I ain't gonna
yeah.
You ain't over here with us,
right? So,
cool.
So you saying, all right, if you don't help me build whatever I'm trying to build, you ain't with me.
It's not about necessarily
helping build. What is your idea of helping build?
Well, you said, remember, the conversation is about the ideas, and don't announce your ideas until until you get them done, right? That was the premise of the conversation, right?
Yeah.
So my thing was like, hey, I've done this several times before. You had ideas, and very seldomly people offer any help. So I seen the results that work better. Just do it, and then people hop on after that. So a lot of people I'm still cool with. I've had when I first started my video stores, everybody. I even had street cats know that they got a lot of money. They're supposed to invest. You know what I'm saying? That flaked out. But as soon as I got this doors open and that thing was popping, hey man, you still want investors? Nah, I'm good now, bro. I'm good.
But you know those people though.
But at the same time, you got people like, hey, this is what I'm thinking about doing. It's like, hey, let's go, let's get it. Like you can do this, like yeah.
But Chip said you can't punish your partners for having a difference of opinion.
No,
let's say you go out. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you go out, CJ, and you want to come up with a Renum Spoons business. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, look, man, I think this is a great idea. And your partner, like, man, that sounds stupid as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You mean to tell me he's no longer your partner just because you don't go along with it?
I just said we still cool. It's just that
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. But it's okay for your partners to have a difference of opinion. I'm not going to look at that as you're going against me.
Yeah.
You have your opinion, but I'm going to show you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't come on board after.
I didn't say
the same
that.
thing with accountability.
I didn't say nothing about dissing them.
But like that's the same thing with accountability. If it's your partner and he come up with an idea that you think is stupid, like, bro, let me see your business plan. How you think you're gonna pull this off? Because this don't sound like it's gonna be lucrative at all. Like,
but as his partner, you gonna tell him, dog, that don't sound like a good idea.
Yeah. Like, let me see your business plan and see how you gonna pull this off. Like,
so if he said, if your partner tell you, man, you know what I'm saying, you ain't with me, you know what I'm saying, you ain't behind me, you know what I'm saying, I'm done with you. Is he well within his right to say that, CJ? And all you try to do is keep a buck with him.
My partners ain't gonna say that. My partners ain't gonna say that though, so I don't know. We gonna make sure.
But you know what? But everybody not meant to go where you going.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. But I'm gonna be neutral. I'm gonna be like, yeah,
hey,
man, that sounds great.
You not feeling it, cool. But I'm going this way.
Right. But that don't mean
cool. We can go. We still go have a beer.
Yeah, we still
let's go to happy hour. Have a beer.
Now, I finally agree with Corey. Yeah, we still. I'm on Corey's side with this. We still,
boy, look, hell freezing over. Hold on, shit.
Hey,
is hell freezing over? I can't believe this shit.
Hey, I'm about to go play the Powerball tonight.
No, I mean, yeah.
What time is it?
This is a I don't know. This is like a first or second, but I disagree with Steve. I agree with Corey on this.
This is a milestone moment, B. Where the confetti at? You know what I'm saying? Right. Let the confetti drop from the ceiling.
I think they got that on there too.
Like first time on the show.
Hold on, I think they do have that on there too.
God damn, I feel like it's New Year's.
Right.
Me and B agree on something. God damn.
Hold on, I think they do have that on here, man. Hold on, man. I think but nah, I definitely agree because I got partners right now. We cool, but I just know that's why I say just keep it to yourself. Boom. It's like when they pop up, they're gonna either support or they don't. Even if they don't support, it is what it is. I've learned to not rely on other people and not let ideals stall depending on other people.
And also, support don't mean that they gotta sit there and come bang nails with you at the place or do this. That don't mean that's not support. Right.
Most people, it's not gonna help. They're not gonna, my ideas be so light years in front of people. It's so like, all right, they're not gonna be able to get it. So like they have nothing constructive to add to it. You know what I mean? So do I fault them for that? Do I like, nah, all right, man, you're abroad. You ain't with it. You don't understand. So I can't. It is what it is. So it's best not the best results. It's just not to say anything. Just do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's just what I've learned. Like because the idea for my ideas, especially gonna be so out of the stratosphere. You know what I'm saying? Most people ain't gonna see it. Till I do it.
B, I gotta call Cap, man. We was just doing good. We was just doing good, B. We was just doing good. Dog, you know what I'm saying? You ain't doing brain science over here. You ain't got no ideas. That's you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, it's gonna catch on in the next 20 years. It's gonna take 20 years to catch on. Come on, B.
I could even say we've had a conversation.
Okay.
I told you about I spent $50,000 on a patent. I told you about it.
Okay.
You said it's a good idea.
You told me about it. You didn't tell me about it though.
What you mean?
Hey, you said, man, I kind of want to tell you, but it's this NDA, you know what I'm saying? We got signed. I ain't, until it's official, I can't really say nothing yet.
Right. But yeah, I spent $50,000 on a patent, me and my business, one of my business partners, but I'll tell you about the dog business. You like, y'all can have that. I like, all right, that's a bet.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I'm not mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So
hey, look, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, what else I say? Hey, look, I hope y'all made a shit ton of money, but you know what I'm saying? It ain't for me.
That's what I'm saying. So it ain't.
But
that ain't got nothing to do with support,
right?
And I'm gonna say I agree.
And that ain't 20 years ahead of goddamn technology, B. You know what I'm saying? That ain't got nothing. Like I'm trying to figure out what's you know what I'm saying, back to the future type shit. Like
it ain't not saying back to the
future. What we talking about?
Out of the stratosphere, like where most people can't see it. Like, if you don't see yourself making no money in that. All right, cool. We're just gonna make the money and show you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not mad at you. Like, all right, cool.
Hey, look, if y'all become billionaires, just put me on a goddamn plane. I just want to go on a private jet. You know what I'm saying? Like, can I go to Cancun with y'all? That's all I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Look, I missed the boat. That's fine.
I'm agreeing with you. Like I said, I disagree with Steve. Like, that don't mean Corey Smith is not with BKD, Brandon B. Dix.
Correct. But what we're
And
talking about
that's
is
not
these
what I was
ideas.
talking about. I'm talking about somebody that's hating on your idea. Not
Nah,
somebody
I
that
said neutral. He not hating. He not with it. He neutral. Cool.
Now he's still a supporter. It's just not his thing.
Well, support
ain't
means
nothing wrong with
actually tangible support. He's not a dog person.
So support means tangible to you?
Yeah, support means all right. Shit, you man. How much you get buying to the company? All right, well, like
That's
man,
an investor. That's not a support.
Yeah, that's investing. That ain't got nothing to do with
support means actually putting your hands on something, right? As far as an idea or something to that effect.
Hey, look, they got emotional support animals that apply no monetary value.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So they got a legal tag for a goddamn animal.
So how did you emotionally support me?
Oh, we could be there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what's going on? What's going on with the business, B?
Yeah, never
you doing all right? You know what I'm
then.
saying? Woo-doo-woo.
You said you was a winner. We ain't never talking about that again. That was a year ago.
Oh, I'm not saying I'm emotionally supportive. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm rooting for you, but I ain't finna
Yeah,
bring
that's
no
what I'm saying. Most people gonna be like, hey, man, without
look,
that
man,
dog
hey,
thing.
look,
All right.
I hope you up there with Elon Musk and them. You know what I'm saying? Make it
And support might not be throwing you some cheese. It could be connecting you with somebody else that might want to do
like
it.
you said, most people not gonna do even constructive criticism because it's so far. Like I'm not even in that. I don't know anything about it. It's like,
but I can't provide constructive criticism, B, if I don't know what the fuck it is. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what I'm saying.
We
That's
still
what
ain't
I'm
talking
saying.
about
So
what it is.
out of the scope, like how would you support? How would you support in that way? Because you don't know anything about it.
So I see encouragement and all that is support too.
Yeah. He don't see
There you
that.
go.
Now,
But
money is
everybody-
support to
it's
him.
support.
Money is support to
Good
him.
luck. Is that support? Good luck.
Yeah, that's a pat on the back.
All right. I didn't think that was support. I thought that was.
I ain't talking about pat on the back. I'm like, yeah, let's go. You can do this, bro.
Right.
That's what your mama used to do, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go out here and make the football team. Good luck, baby. You want to make you a sandwich? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it.
Well,
She ain't
making
cut
a
you a
sandwich is
check. Hey
support,
man, going out there and do your
nourishment in
thing.
my body, picking me up. That's support. Pick me up for practice, drop me off at practice. That's how mama supported me. Find my way with
That's still not monetary. You know what I'm saying? She still wasn't. Oh, you going to the league, B? You know what I'm saying? Let me hit $20,000. It wasn't monetary though.
Mama did the daily task. Took me to the doctor where we could, pee in the cup and cough, hold, cough to the left.
But that's support because it's coming from mama. But it ain't support
because she when I offer some services, offer something, your time or something like that. I think that's more tangible than all right, good luck. Let's get to the comments right fast.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Double B, I like your logo. You know what I'm saying? I just had to say that. You know what I'm saying?
You like that?
I like the logo, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
That's
right.
nice.
Right.
All right, so let's see.
I don't see the pound in there no more.
Man,
hey, look, B, Barry B, I'm being supportive.
So the down of 2040 men will be smashing the robot. Women will no longer be the main focus in the dating market. I think we're a long way from that, bro. I mean,
look, 2024. All I gotta say is, I don't know about the men, but the women got that. Was it the rose?
Right. They different. They more.
That's a little robot.
You have to invent a robot that that pay attention to them and compliment them and affirmation that they more on that stuff.
Listen to them and all of
Listen
that.
to them and, what I'm saying? That's you gonna have to invent a different type of robot. Explosive fish say,
let me tell you something, X. You know what I'm saying? Like 100%, I agree with that. But you know what I'm saying?
Wait, you gotta read the comment first because nobody.
Oh no, I read it while y'all was talking.
Nah, you read it out loud. Read it out loud, bro.
Read it out loud.
What?
Read it out loud.
Oh, my bad. You know what I'm saying? I know read rainbow. You know what I'm saying? All right. I think going all electric is a mistake. Just because with petrol you can fill up in less than 5 minutes, but with electric we're going to be waiting for 24 hours just for the first 6 cars to finish. Now, with saying that, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't own an electric vehicle. With TJ, well, heck, nah, you better carry it.
Oh yeah, you talking about the
talking about the robot women,
right?
Yeah, you ain't lying. That's a lot of metal. But you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying, is that I don't know about 24 hours. You definitely have to have one of those charging stations at your house.
Right.
No doubt about it. So what happened is that, you know what I'm saying, I don't own an electric vehicle, but I thought it's supposed to actually save you money. So I decided to rent a Tesla and take it to New Orleans. The biggest fucking mistake of my life. So, you know what I'm saying? It turned a 5.5 hour trip to like 9 hours. You know what I'm saying? Just because you have to stop at these different destinations and you have to charge the vehicle, or you're going to end up on the side of the road. Right. Every time we charge the vehicle, if you didn't have to wait, you're actually waiting for the actual vehicle to charge for at least 45, 50 minutes is what we had. Now, granted, I tell you this, the upside is that as you travel, they have a lot of these charging stations at like malls and stuff like that. They give you stuff to do while the vehicle is charging. But nevertheless, you know what I'm saying, even if you do an electric vehicle, it's definitely in the city. You're definitely not taking that out of town unless you're going maybe 2 hours to Austin or something like that. And even that, you know what I'm saying, I don't even know if I want to do. But I don't know about 24 hours.
No, this is what you ain't thinking about. You said you need to have a setup at your house. Most of the millennials are renters.
Right.
So they ain't one of the first ones at the 3 or 4 charger stations at these apartment complexes. They're gonna have to wait 24 hours. Because if they charging overnight, ain't nobody coming out at 3 o'clock just because they car finished charge.
Right. Right.
Well, I mean, you said you gotta, well, I mean, who has to charge at night? Why you have to charge at night is the question.
Nah, you probably plugged it in at 8, 9 p.m., but you ain't coming back out after that.
Hold on. Y'all both talking at the same time. Say
like, for example, you get home to your apartment complex. You one of the ones that get to charge your car, but it's like 9, 10 o'clock at night. You're not coming back out to check on your car after it's charged.
Right.
Until the next day.
That's true. But you know what I'm saying, you ain't waiting there either. You going down to the nearest fast charging station. Like, you ain't necessarily got to wait at the apartment for that.
Yeah, but who wants to go to a charging station at 11 p.m.
Right.
Just so they can get some juice on their car, just to take it back home and park it?
Right. They're gonna go to the
That's
house.
true. That's true. But you know what I'm saying, if you got to get your ass up early in the morning and you don't know when people gonna be out to charge you got to do what you got to do.
Or you get a gas powered vehicle.
Oh no, I mean I'm completely agreeing with that.
Or maybe a hybrid. But
hey, look, it's the reason I ain't got a Tesla 9. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know,
I'll go hybrid, but that's it.
I just can't see the inconvenience of having to charge it.
Hybrid's the way to go for right now. I started to get the hybrid Porsche, but I couldn't. I didn't like the way I fit in that thing, man. I had to, you know what I mean? I had to get in that gingerly.
I love my hybrid.
The hybrid Porsche. I hope that was an SUV, B.
Nah, I was gonna try to get that like my cousin. I was trying to
panorama.
I was trying to pop up like my cousin.
The panorama.
I know he ain't gonna say panorama.
Panorama.
It ain't no fucking way, B.
My cousin's 6'6", and he bought 300.
A panorama?
Yeah, Panamera is what it's called.
Panamera. Yeah, but we won't say that. But
whatever it is,
he probably
whatever it is, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, he used to play DN for Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, I mean, he ain't had to get it customized.
Nah, we got in that thing. I just didn't like it.
Both of y'all was in there.
Yeah, both of us in there.
He said he was 6'6", 300.
Yeah, my cousin 6'6", 325, 300. You know what I mean?
I pay money to see that shit.
Yeah,
I swear to God, I would. I got to see that. Like that.
The Porsche got room. I was looking at the Macan too. I was looking at the
too little.
They too little. It's like a Corvette, man. You know what I'm saying? Your back gonna be messed up.
That's what I said. That's why I passed. That's why you think I'm in the X5 right now. I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna do this. I can't even get in and out of this thing, man. You know, I damn near have to crawl on the floor. I looked at the Corvette too. Yeah, you got that.
Oh man, you laying down in the Corvette all day.
Laying down and I'm like, man, I can't do this. Not right now.
Hey, you pull it up and open the door. You ain't even trying to get out in the Corvette. Right. It ain't no way.
He said so. Basically, nobody sees the grind; they only see the results. Yeah, basically. Yeah, they only want the results. They don't even want the grind.
That's correct.
You know? Yeah,
that's correct. And then after they see the results, you know what I'm saying, then they're gonna blame you because you didn't get them to do the grind.
Right. Explosive Fist says big facts 100. Surround yourself with like-minded people. One day bro give me a lot of crap, but he always honest for real. bro, business minded, and make me realize that I had to get a lot of people away. Yeah, I mean, real ones gravitate towards real ones. Kind of keep the real ones around. Kind of keep the. I sometimes cut people completely off. Just depends on how bad they are. But sometimes if you neutral, I kind of keep you at bay. I just still want to, have a big Rolodex. So I don't cut everybody off, but everybody I don't kick it with on a daily basis, like, what I'm saying, or a weekly basis or monthly basis, So I have a lot of contacts, but everybody can't be in an inner circle.
Yeah, I mean, just like what was it, Andrew Tate? He was like, they all lived in the same house because they was grinding together, sharing cars and everything, just supporting each other so they get everything up.
Right. Explosive Fist say, I feel like when you're beginning a new endeavor, encouragement is not enough as a dream.
It is enough.
Oh, is enough. But when the dream comes to fruition, that's when I believe support becomes more of, hey, I'll invest in your reality. Yeah, definitely. When you make it reality, then they can kind of see it.
100%.
Well, not only make it reality, start making money, and you start making plays. That's when everybody start hopping aboard. But when it's in your head, nobody kind of wanna.
That's when you hit them with that Fat Joe.
Right.
Yesterday's price.
Yeah, and today, if I call you a friend, I want the same price as a stranger, no freaking friend discount. That's how much I believe in it.
Straight up.
Yeah, I mean that's what I call support. Cut that check, cut that check.
You're a real one, X. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of cats out there, especially brothers, I'm saying, they want that discount. Right. Oh man, I'm saying, I ain't jumping this, I'm saying, but I'm your partner. I'm saying, look, let me get in this thing, man. I'm saying, I ain't got it. I'm saying, let me, this is all I got. I'm saying, let me in that thing. I'm saying, no.
I got a couple of more clips, but I don't think they have anything to do with the subject. I don't think these last two. I just sent these to CJ, but I thought this was hella funny. I had started off with a funny one. Let's go ahead and end off with a couple of funny ones, right? Well, I think this first one. Let's end it. This is the last funny one. I got another one that was talking about food and stuff like that, but I ain't got nothing to do with nothing. So let's go ahead and
man, shit, play that one.
This one a little bit funny. Let me run this funny one right.
No, I'm just saying, play both of them. We on the road now.
All right. We know it's past CJ bedtime, man.
Ooh, hold on. I don't know about this one. Let's see.
That look like me.
That's KFC. 100%.
How do you know?
The taste is unique. Very unique. That's Publix chicken. Yep.
From the smell?
That's Publix, yes. That's 100%.
Man, too much chicken.
This Popeyes right here, this is my favorite. Yes. 100% Popeyes.
You just touched it.
You can tell the way Popeyes make their chicken is different than any of these. I don't know what else you got, but this one is for sure Popeyes.
Okay.
That's Church's. That's Church's. Look. Yeah, that's Church's right there. Look at this.
Like it's a bread.
You see the cracks in between the chicken? I can feel it. They have a bigger crack in it than any of the rest of them. You can tell that this is Church's right here.
He almost gave
Guess the chicken for $100.
Right.
Ooh, hold on.
But yeah, man, I just thought that was hilarious, man. I know it's a skit, but then
First off,
that'll be me for sure.
Oh man, for all us fatback brothers, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I can 100% agree with that. You know what I'm saying? You know the chicken. But I really think, I really think, you know what I'm saying, he can see underneath that blindfold. I ain't gonna even lie. You know
Right.
He was like, you can see the cracks. Oh shit, hold on. Well, you know what I'm saying? You can feel the cracks, and then he tried to cover up, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hear that.
Right.
But even still, you know what I'm saying, I get it.
Right. Well, the deep that Clown said, TJ said that American black man is a Nigerian brother. No, not be. Yeah, that was the whole thing. That was the whole tongue in cheek about it. Like, the white dude probably thought this would be hilarious. That's why this was one of the top videos, over like 1 million plus shares, because lightweight borderline racist. It's a very stereotype that they playing in like
how do you know?
Yeah,
Man,
black,
is
yeah.
it, you know, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? Is it racist if it's facts? You know what I'm saying? We know chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you
definitely gonna do that yard pimp?
You could tell the difference with KFC and Frenchies.
Right. I can tell the difference in all of them, really. You know what I'm saying? Hearts, you know what I mean? Wingstop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't never had no Publix chicken, but you know what I'm saying, look, you could probably pinpoint it because it don't taste like nothing else.
Right. You know, so but
I have it, ain't nothing to brag about.
Right. Yeah, man, you know, so but we definitely know that chicken, man. But with that being said, you want me to play the last one, man?
Yeah, go on play the last one,
Hey,
bro.
why not, man? Y'all got me up past my bedtime. Might well go and watch this last.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I have to balance the energy. Like we show something about bad food, so we got to show something about good food awareness. So with balance that energy out. So that's why I'm gonna go ahead and play it.
Shopping in the Philippines. Watermelons have seeds in them. This is about the normal size of a watermelon, my hand. The apples are not shiny at all. There are 0 wax coatings. There's plenty of both types of banana. They have dragon fruit. Their carrots actually look real. Yes, this is a carrot, not a potato. See the eggplant? It's not thick and overgrown. Everything is actually bigger in America. Even the heads of cauliflower are smaller. Here's my hand over top of that. Here's your sweet potatoes, almost the size of my hand. Our onions are smaller. Never seen a red onion this little. Mangoes, and also mangoes. Have you ever heard of mangosteen? Probably not. I haven't. I did notice the green grapes are massive. General Mills is still General Mills. The immediate thing you're going to notice is that the Pepsi does not contain high fructose corn syrup. Maybe the best beef jerky I've ever seen. American beef jerky slacking. More ramen noodles than any college kid would ever be able to eat. But the Oreos don't have high fructose corn syrup in them. That's crazy. There's high fructose corn syrup in American. The bread here is really interesting. You've got palm oil and coconut oil, which you never see in the United States of America, or cornstarch. Jif is exactly the same. If you look at the American Pringles, you'll see 40 different types. Interesting is they actually name the full ingredient in some of them. And they tell you what it is. Instead of like sweetener or natural flavor, they tell you it's aspartame. What I find most interesting is you don't actually see vegetable oil. Grocery shopping in the Philippines.
Man, so I had to balance that energy out, man. Yeah, a lot of stuff that's legal here. Is banned abroad. Like you can't. Yeah.
It was Robert Kennedy talking about getting rid of that stuff now.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Hoping.
Get that fluoride out of the water. Get all those red and yellow numbers out of the food.
Right. So I had another one from last week, but I'll go ahead and let
them do it.
So what?
I had another one from last week, but I'll let y'all go react to that. See if we got enough time. So, if y'all.
And then you just leave the country and you eat the same exact thing. It don't even taste the same.
No, not even a franchise.
Even like
stuff tastes the
beef,
same.
chicken, all that stuff is different. Yeah. You're not bloated. You ain't sleepy after you eat. So you can tell it's something different, man.
It is.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know what it is, but you can go from here to Europe, anywhere in Europe. You know what I'm saying? McDonald's don't taste the same.
Right.
Burger King don't taste the same. You know what I'm saying? None of that stuff tastes the same.
Right.
Yeah.
So we definitely
the band.
Let me go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and skip my part so we can run this last clip. I remember this. I saved this from earlier in the week. I had this left over, and it kind of go to what this particular this go to what we
10 friends. Why in the world all 10 of y'all buying exotic cars to just go do dumb stuff with? Well, all 10 of y'all can just run your scores up to 800, get $250,000 worth of available credit. Now y'all got $2.5 million. Did you know that if you did that right, that's $25 million worth of businesses that you can buy? See, it was this group at Harvard. They're already doing that. They're running up their credit to be able to run up credit plus business credit plus funding to buy these businesses out. And then now that's a cash flow asset. So now the SBA covers 90%. If you got $2.5 million raised, that's $25 million of business buying power. Did you know that's probably about $8 million a year in business revenue. And so now if I can service the debt right, you got all of those people with about $2 to $3 million of profit coming in. They splitting it down to $300K a year. Imagine graduating Harvard, buying $300K a year versus trying to find a job to give it to you when you control everything. That's where the new wealth is going. And if people don't catch that train, they're gonna get left behind.
Well, yeah, I know it's something I was missing out. Like now, got caught in the conversation. I know it was one or two clips to wrap this whole thing up. The conversation that we were talking about. I think that's going to be. This is what all other nationalities already on. We behind. We just not catching on. Like since a lot of these jobs are going away with, they're going by the wayside. A lot of people getting into investing and buying businesses. We talked about this before.
Yeah, what was that story about it was like 4 or 5 friends decided to save like $50 a week.
Yeah, that's
like
small time. But when you
but at least they did something.
Yeah, we playing Pong and everybody else playing Call of Duty.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Let me open up a discussion. How you know the group he was talking about B wasn't black?
What you talking about? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm talking about since you didn't let me finish.
Okay.
We've been talking about this. I was above my head in conversation. A couple of different groups was talking about this 7-8 years ago that they were doing this, and I was lost. So now we just starting to catch up on and get on this, and I think this is going to be the future. But we're buying, we're buying different businesses, group economics and stuff like that. I even think me and CJ went what this was about 7-8 years ago. This was like a little scheme, but they kind of had the right idea. It was a black group that was supposed to be talking about buying into each other, but they were doing it like a little pyramid scheme. Wasn't with it, but they had the right. What lured me to them was they had the right idea, but I jumping in other groups, other nationalities, they've been taking this and getting their credit and getting the business lines of credit, grouping it together, buying businesses. I even got a friend of mine. That's what he do is he teaches people how to buy businesses.
Yeah, and they say that's easier than starting a business. M&A, mergers and acquisitions, is way easier.
Exactly.
If you want to get into entrepreneurship and business ownership.
Right.
100%.
So that's where that. So yeah, I've been talking about this, like I said, 7-8 years ago, 16, 15, and 16, and I wasn't even on it. So now we starting to, I finally see somebody talking about the same thing, and so that's why I had to bring this to the show. Well, I'm gonna let you, go ahead and run it. I got one more on the same note.
I think you're saying a lot of people actually think you have to create your own business because it's driven by ego. I got to have my name on it. I want to be a ground up millionaire. Where I'm saying the actual idea is that you don't have to work harder. You just have to work smarter. If you take the same amount of time and probably the same amount of money to acquire different businesses, you can 10x at your wealth, within a shorter period of time instead of doing that grind. Most people talk about, studies talk about, most businesses fail within the first 2 to 4 years, whatever, different industries, whatever the case may be. But what if you get that out of the way? What if you purchase a business that's been in business for 10 or 20 years? Right. They already have everything in. You can come in, They already have logistics. They already have the customer base. All you have to do is come in and put your sauce on it.
Yep.
And then make it better than what it is. Now, from day one, when you take over that business, you are making money. You no longer have to have that. Well, you still need reserve, but you don't have to have that 6 month of reserve as if you have no revenue coming in, or 12 months reserves as if you have no money coming in, because you have to drive up business and get customers. So
the proof in that, I don't know if y'all ever heard of Reginald Lewis back in the 80s, one of the wealthiest black men of the time, built $1 billion business on mergers and acquisitions.
Yes, it's the easiest way to go. Yep. Like you don't necessarily have to have a business in that industry in order to purchase a business.
Right.
Yeah. Like it just like people purchase real estate. It's all about leverage.
Hell,
All you're
Warren
doing is
Buffett.
leveraging somebody else's time. You know what I'm saying? They spent the time to get the business off the ground, and I am going to leverage that and take advantage of this brand that they built. And now I'm going to make money from day one, and then I'm going to take that.
Warren Buffett ain't starting no businesses, bro. He just snatching.
That's it. That's it. And then
snatching them up.
here's the thing that most of us don't even understand or even think. A lot of the people that own businesses or even have the balls to even start a business is old baby boomers. They aren't taking advantage of a lot of the technology, a lot of the modern stuff that you have in order to exponentially increase the business, to grow the business. So all you have to do is take a business away from an old timer that's, you know what I'm saying, just trying to survive, and take that and add technology to it. Now all of a sudden you've doubled your wealth within a year or 2 years. Like, you don't have to wait 5 or 10 years to get this business off the ground. So, you know what I'm saying? I think we think about things a little bit different, and then we have too much ego into it. You don't necessarily have to start the business. Just purchase the business. You know what I'm saying? And then you can have more time with your family and then do whatever you want to do, travel or whatever.
It's back to what we were talking about the other day, is instant gratification. Like, you know, like you said, he started off with exotic cars. We gonna rush to get the car, you know, to stun on everybody else. Look what I got, you know, instead of, you know, and we competing against each other. All right, well, damn, that boy stung the Range. Let me go ahead and sting that G wagon. Oh, he stung that G wagon. Let me go ahead and sting that Lambo truck. So that's how we compete instead of, all right, man, look at all of us got enough means to get these exotic cars, to get a $100,000 plus car, man. If we take that credit, if you got to have good credit, all that cash or whatever, and pool that together, we could go ahead and buy a business, and then we could buy several cars. It's a mind frame. So it's like, you know, we compete against each other instead of, you know, compiling our wealth and getting in groups. You know, I was talking to a couple of Indian dudes yesterday, and, you know, young dudes, they compiled him, his friend, his brother, compiled their money together, and they you know what I'm saying, they buying a house together, you know, $600,000 house, you know, so they, you know, they combine and they, you know, they work in groups, you know, so like that's, you know, 1 head, 2 head, 3 heads better than always gonna be, or 2 head, let me say 2 head, 3 head, 4 heads always gonna be better than one.
Yeah.
No diddy.
You know, yeah.
Right. You snuck that one by.
Yeah. Let's go. This last one for the road. Last one for the road. I promise, CJ.
You want to do when you're looking for land, I got a formula that we run. Yeah. So basically, I'm gonna give you one exact number that we run in my city. So the houses that we build, they go for $450. Right. So on average $450 because it's $425 to $480. But we're gonna use $450. We're gonna use that as the ARV. We're gonna subtract the amount we want to make. That's $100,000. So that's gonna leave you with $350. Then we're gonna subtract the cost that it costs us to build. That's $150,000 for a 3-2. We build at $100 a square foot. 3-2, 1,500 square foot. So we're gonna subtract $150 from that. What we at? From that $350. That leave us with $200. Now we're gonna subtract like 40%. 40% is miscellaneous costs, closing costs, all that stuff when you go to sell the property. You subtract that from that leave us with $160. So that lets you know that we could spend up to $160,000 to buy a lot and make $100,000 doing it. But if it's $160 at the maximum we could spend, we're not going to spend all that much. We want to go down to like $120, $110. Therefore, we got extra money and extra cushion. Right. So basically, that's how we run our numbers. That's how anybody that's trying to get land or trying to build houses, that's how you're going to run your numbers to make sure you get over 100,000 doing it.
That sounds decent though. That sounds like some stuff I need to do though, to be honest though. Shit.
What you want to do?
Well, 100K play, man. I like the way you got it, you know, got it set up, man. We got to kind of put it in little nuggets and memes for people to understand it, man. Like you got 100K play set up, man. Where you know, you don't need a whole bunch of money. You know,
I don't know how you building at 100 a foot though.
Right. Well, he probably in a different area. They probably that way he said in my area. Ain't in Houston, you know. You need probably 150 square foot. You know, but
yeah, I mean I get the concept.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to anything, I think any investment, you know what I'm saying, especially when it comes to real estate, you got to reverse engineer. You got to understand, you know what I'm saying, what the end goal is and then work yourself backwards. I think a lot of people can just kind of get in and fly by the seat of their pants. Man, I hope I make X amount of dollars or whatever the case may be. But when you do the numbers the way that he did it, then you can actually build in a cushion and understand exactly where you need to start from in order to end up where you need to be. So I love that video. I think his video is very accurate, not only just for real estate, you know what I'm saying? I think for several other things, especially business acquisitions or whatever investments that you get into.
I was talking to somebody yesterday, one of the young kids, and I say, "Oh, how you set your goals?" And you're like, "Huh? I don't, you know." So you always start with your goals. Everything I was taught when I was young, you got to look at it from front to back, back to front, up to down, down to up, and then diagonal. 5 different ways. You know, you start off with how much money you're gonna make, how much money you want to make, what's gonna cover your bills, and then all right, now I gotta go. How many customers does it take? You know, boom. You know, how many calls does it take?
What price point?
What price point? You know, you gotta think about all this. But most people, like Corey said, fly by the seat of their pants, see what happens. You know, again, it all goes back to planning. You know, I like that video because he took it down. He got it down to the science. He got a formula. He got a plan. If you don't have the wealth to start off or the credit to start off, man, get you a job, save a year or two. CJ and I are about to close an 18-year-old. Hopefully Friday. You know, so he's been planning for since he was 16. You know,
first investment property.
First primary. You know, so
yeah. Like every purchase is an investment.
Right. Well, yeah. But with that being said, like, you know, most 18-year-olds, I wasn't even thinking about man. I'm thinking about you know, chasing skirts, you know, that I wasn't even thinking about owning the house. You know, I was actually looking forward to get my first apartment. I wasn't even thinking about no house. But, you know, we thinking
in the matrix.
Yeah, we thinking about, you know, what apartments we want to stay in.
Yep.
You know, so we don't even think that's something that we could obtain until we later on in life. So we already conditioned. So it's like, man, it's
hustling backwards.
Yeah, we definitely hustling backwards. So hopefully we could change some of this, and you know, and get people on the side. Is the purpose of the podcast, to kind of throw that net wide and see who's like mine that can use our services in the meantime. But I'll let y'all go ahead and react, and then we're going to go wrap it up. I know we're right at 2 hours right now, so.
Yes, sir.
I dig the concept. That way you're not setting yourself up for failure.
Right.
Like that's one thing when you look at investors or people that are in the commercial space. It's all about the number.
Right.
Like there is no emotional attachment to anything. If that you see the number after that equal sign and that falls within your range, you pulling the switch.
Right.
You pulling the trigger. You going for it. It ain't about how you feel about it.
Right. Anybody else want to throw any 2 cents before we wrap it?
Yeah, you need a plan. What they say, the plan? You don't plan.
Yep.
Start with the end in mind, man.
Fail to fail. You know, so that's the old cliche. With that being said, man, we're gonna see y'all next week, man. I'm headed to that old Detroit tomorrow. So, boom.
All right.
Oh, we.
All right.